Today, we're looking at the very first crypto smartwatch, and it is packing a lot of features into your wrist. It's going to have some similar features that you might already be aware of if you already own a Apple, Google, or Samsung smartwatch. However, there is a lot of unique features and benefits for having a DePIN watch. This smartwatch is from WatchX, and it's going to have some similar features like other watches where it's going to manage your fitness activities, it's going to monitor your health. However, this one is built on chain and is going to have a built-in crypto wallet, built-in AI, and you're going to get rewarded for your data. I definitely have to let you know that it is super early with this project. I don't even have the watch yet. This is my own smartwatch. I'm still waiting for mine to get shipped to me. The information that I'm going to be giving right now on WatchX is what I have right now. Tokenomics rewards can all change. The information I'm giving you is the information I have right now. So follow up on the white paper links that I'm putting in the description below, as well as check out the Discord if this is a project that you want to jump into. This watch that I'm wearing right now is from Amazfit. I'm not getting rewarded for anything. My data is being collected. It's more than likely being sold off to I don't know who. As you probably are aware, privacy with your personal data is a nightmare, and wearables is going to be no different. And this is one of the reasons why I'm looking at smart wearables in the DePIN space, is because your data is going to be anonymized and you're going to get rewarded for that data. Wearables is exploding, and I wasn't aware of the numbers. Let me throw some at you. In 2023, there was 323 million people with a smart wearable watch. Not device, I'm talking about smartwatches only. And that jumped 41% into 2024. And we're just closing out the year. Right now in 2024, we have 454 million people with smart watches. Just watches. I'm not talking about rings or health bands, just watches alone. And these numbers are going to continue to grow. They're projecting by 2029 that there's going to be 740 million people with a smart watch. Apple holds one of the biggest shares, and they have 21% of the global market. But the interesting part about these smartwatches is that 92% of the people that own one of these are monitoring their health and fitness. So with that in mind, you can understand why there's such a big focus on this, and that's why I'm really interested in what we're doing with our data. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down the project. The project is called WatchX. The category that it's in is in the DePIN space, and it's a wearable. The ticker for this one is going to be WATCH. The chain I believe this is going to be on is IOTX. The device specifically that I'm going to be talking about right now is going to be the WatchX Fusion. Here are the specs. I like big face watches. This is a big face watch. It's 46 millimeters, has an OLED display which is 466 by 466. It weighs 65 grams. The bezel on it is zinc alloy. The battery life on this is going to last up to 120 hours, which is 5 days. It has scratch resistant sapphire glass, 4 gigabytes of storage. It has GPS and Bluetooth 5.3 built in. For sensors, it has a G sensor, biometric allimeter, heart rate, and blood oxygen. It's IP68 weatherproof, which means that it can be submerged in water down to a maximum of 1.5 meters for up to 30 minutes. So what else is unique about this project? Aside from being a smart fitness watch and also being a wallet for crypto, there's going to be a full ecosystem for Web3 dApps. dApps typically have to be used on a smartphone or a tablet or something like that. The ones that they're designing for this ecosystem will actually be completely functional on the watch. You don't need a phone or a tablet or anything like that, which is a huge bonus. They're also creating a payment network. With the watch, you'll be able to not just pay with crypto, but also fiat currency. So having access to both of those is a huge plus. So currently right now in the US, they have 3 patents, and they have over 200 utility and appearance patents. So those are the ones that caught my eye. I'm just going to pop up some material that I got from their white paper. And here is some of the other comparisons that they made. So you have the traditional watches over here from Fitbit, Google, Motorola, and so on. And then you have WatchX over here on this side. They have a lot of the traditional functions of any watch that you should have, which I hope it tells time. So these ones will. It has trustless AI, which is interesting that they're showing it over here because not all of these have AI integrated right now, but I'm sure they will because AI is so big. Data ownership is going to be a big one that you're not getting with the traditional smartwatches, but you're getting with WatchX, as well as rewards, integrated Web3 payments. You're going to be getting airdrops. They have talked about airdrops, specifically which ones I'm not sure about, but as I know more, I'll be posting them on X. And then they also have a Web3 ecosystem. These are apps designed specifically for the watch and can be operated from the watch itself. This project is new and a lot of the details might change over time. I'm going to show you the tokenomics that they have in their light paper, but this is subject to change. I'm going to be making sure I have links for this in the description below. Depending on when you're watching this video, some of this information might change. So here's the tokenomics that we have right now. As you can see, the largest portion of it, which is 35% of the supply, is going to be going to mining. So mining is going to be the rewards that are going to be paid out directly for users of this device. And then you have 25% for the treasury in the ecosystem. We have 17.5 for private sale. The team is going to be getting 10%. IDO is 5%. 2.5% is set aside for airdrops. We have 2.5 for advisors. And then 3% is for test token mapping. Next up, we're going to be talking about revenue. For this to be sustainable, it has to have some revenue coming in order for those rewards to get paid out. So we'll be taking a look at both. First up, let's take a look at the revenue models they have in the light paper. So you can see over here, they have fees that they're going to be gathering from the platform. They have some advertising and promotions that they'll be gathering fees from. Hardware sales is going to be an easy and logical one to see over here. They will also be gathering revenue from transaction fees, meme coin issuance, NFT issuance, and payment fees on their network. And like I had mentioned, they have a payment network that they're creating, and they'll be gathering payment fees from that area. The most valuable component of this is going to be the data that's being collected from the users and then sold to buyers. And this is how it translates. So they have data buyers over here. The categories that they've broken it down into is AI training, the medical industry, public health. They have personal insurance and other demands, because there's a lot of different areas that they may not be aware of. They just want to include that in here. The data that they're collecting is going to be on a ZK network, which is going to be this privacy protection infrastructure layer. This is where your data is anonymized. The data that they're collecting is going to be in health and fitness. It's going to be sleep data. We also have Quest data and payment data. Starting a project like this is not cheap. So let's talk about the investors that are involved. Right over here, you can see that they did some fundraising. So the seed round had a valuation of $15 million. The token allocation is 5%. And the backers that we have over here are going to be Xlink, Catcher VC, IOTX, which I believe is going to be the chain this is going to be built on. And then we also have Web3 port. And over here on the right-hand side, you can see that they have the vesting periods that are listed. So right now, you probably have a good idea about this project. I'm going to show you where you can pick one up. I have Helium Deploy over here. I've been working with them quite a bit recently because they're very efficient on getting these things out. And they're also doing exclusive drops. Right now, we're looking at the WatchX Fusion. The price for it is going to be $180 US. If you're watching this video as it's being released, there's a drop that's going to be happening right now. So you can go ahead and check that out. I'll make sure I link all that down below. So one thing that I saw here that I didn't mention is it's saying that it's solar powered. It's a solar powered smartwatch. I didn't know that until I read it on the Helium Deploy website. So that's really cool. If it's solar powered, battery life, which is 5 days, might actually get extended if you're outside a lot. Really nice feature. Helium Deploy has a lot of new DePIN devices. That's why I like to work with them. Tracking your earnings can be difficult because things are all over the place. They're not in one dashboard. Helium Deploy is offering a solution, and it looks like this. This is mine right now. I'm starting to add all my devices in here. I'll make sure I link mine down below so you can see what my earnings are on the devices that I have. But you can see that I have the UXM weather station, which is the Helium version, and it's making me $1 a day or $46 a month or $563 for the year. These earnings are actively updated so you can see what your current earnings are. You can also see I have my GeoNet over here, my Helium mobile Wi-Fi hotspot over here, my AutoPi device, which isn't making much for me right now, but it was a huge win for me when I got into this one early. And then they have this tracker. So you can see your rewards by tokens, and you can see what your rewards are for each individual project. And you can take a look at it through US dollars, or you can take a look at it through the token. And then it also reports anything that's offline. So these devices that are offline or have a problem get shown down here so you can do something about that. I'm going to be adding all my devices in here and trying this out because this is a really nice, clean way to see everything in one spot. When you purchase the hardware from Helium Deploy, you actually get the license for free, so you can add it into your dashboard. They've given me 100 licenses for this dashboard, so the link is going to be down below. You can go ahead and add a device to this dashboard, check it out, see if it's something that you're interested in. So smart wearables is new in the DePIN space. It's something that I'm starting to get into myself, but I'm also still in a lot of DePIN projects. I have one right now for this one. This one's called Nebula. It's a weather miner. It's super small. I'm gonna be dropping a video on this very soon. I also have a few other projects lined up, so make sure you subscribe if that interests you. If you thought this video was useful, please smash the like button. Thank you for watching, and catch you on the next one.